All right, you may be seated. So today we're hearing the case of who stole the cookies out of the cookie jar. State versus Kathleen McElwain. Docket number ICFU. Alright, so let's get this thing going.
Open a statement. Defense goes first.
No, prosecutor has
This
to.
is Flores, prosecuting attorney. Do you have any opening statements you'd like to make?
Yes, I do.
Pat! Order in the court.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, today we'll be presenting to you the case of why Kathleen McElwain stole the cookies out of the cookie jar. We have firm evidence. We also have our detective, and we have our expert witness to show and to prove beyond a reasonable doubt why Kathleen McElwain stole the cookies out of the cookie jar, and how she should be ashamed to deprive other people of cookies because of her own selfishness and her greed, and why we should give her the maximum sentence. And the victim, Alexis Banks, needed those cookies to give to poor children in other countries.
And some arms.
And because of your selfishness and your greed, those children are going to starve. Now, jury, I know that you will find this person guilty of every offense against her and prevent her from committing future crimes and starving hungry children.
Miss McElwain, would you like to have an opening statement? Just give up now.
You're saving us all a lot of time.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you've heard the prosecution sit here and tell you how terrible my client is. However, I'm here to tell you how she's an actual person and how... I don't know where to look, Mom. You're filming me there. You're the jury. Apparently that's the jury. And how here in the United States, you are innocent until proven guilty. And you must find that she was guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. That does not mean the prosecution could come up here with a few shreds of evidence, all circumstantial, and conclude that the client is guilty. You have to decide that for yourself. Thank you.
All right, prosecuting attorney, your first witness.
I would like to call the first witness, Mateo Flores.
Do you solemnly swear to...
He's got to be on the witness stand. Raise his right hand. Get up on the witness stand, Mateo. Raise your right hand.
He has to swear on the stack of Bibles.
You gotta put his hand on the
Raise your
Bible.
hand, raise your hand.
Stand up.
Raise your right
Other
hand.
hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, and the whole truth? Swear on this stack of Bibles.
Oh, God.
Say it.
Okay, I do.
Now you're stupid.
Hey! Stop harassing the bailiff.
Yes, right.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, Mateo Flores. Now, I can see that you have cookie crumbs around your mouth. Would you please explain to me how those cookie crumbs got to be around your mouth? So just tell the story. Kathleen took you out of the bamboo and made you eat cookies.
Yes.
Read this.
I think that pretty much says it all right there. Did you enjoy those cookies? No, so she made you eat cookies that you didn't even doesn't like.
Did she put you in a white van?
Sad. Thank you, Mateo, for it.
Hey, you got raised.
Hey, witnesses.
Miss McElwain, do you have a rebuttal?
It's cross. No cross-examination.
One more outburst.
Mr. Tori.
Eric, the camera cannot see the
How well
witness
do
through
you
your head.
know the defendant, Ms. McElwain? Objection, Your Honor. Bailiff is interfering with my witness.
I say crap, sir.
Please answer my question.
No.
How long have you known the defendant, Ms. McElwain?
How long have you known him? How many years?
When I'm dead?
I believe he said that he's friends for friends.
Knock that ginger up.
Objection, Your Honor.
Oh, sorry, no, it's like,
On your
What's
behalf.
wrong with you?
Okay, you've known her about 5 years? And in those 5 years, how many times has she forced you to go eat cookies? All those 5 years. And if she's forced you for 5 years, why do you keep going around her?
I object.
the witness is high.
Answer the question,
Why
Mrs.
do you hang
Flores.
out with Ms. McElwain if she's been forcing you to eat cookies for 5 years?
Also, she didn't get that food bag.
She said she would kill you. Well, previously, you didn't say that she said she would kill you.
Objection. Badgering the witness.
I feel like this is one-sided.
Work for it.
Wait, this is high.
Stop bleeding the witness, will you?
Stop.
Do you have any further questions for the witness you have badgered?
Take it serious.
You have
Miss Flores,
I'm finished.
you may step down, sir.
Okay.
It's called incorrect, by the way, when she goes to that
$75 fine and one job.
Okay, I want $75.
You see, you got that money.
Miss McElwain, would you like to call a witness?
I'm not finished.
Who's the judge?
The state
There you go. All right,
She's going to
Miss
work.
Flores, do you have another witness?
Yes, next I would like to call Ethan. Please stay.
Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, all the truth, nothing but the truth? Swear on the stack of iron.
Do it right.
Yes.
Who's playing music?
Wait, can you hear that?
No, you're dead. Just stop my sister.
Miss Flores,
Yeah, he never.
Hold the gun on me.
Yes.
And how did you get those? Did you take some cookies out of the cookie jar?
No. Aunt Kathleen. She across the street from my house and made me eat them.
Yes, you did. It's Kathleen forced me to eat cookies.
It's your teeth.
Thank you, Ethan, for telling us the truth and the whole truth.
Miss McElwain, would you like to cross-examine the witness?
That's right.
No badgering this time?
Do you like cookies?
Yes.
You don't like cookies? Are you sure about that?
Yes. And she forced me to eat them with milk. I hate
So you're saying you hate milk as well?
milk with like chocolate.
What if I told you we have evidence to show that you enjoy cookies?
I do not enjoy cookies.
Objection, question's been asked and answered.
Overruled.
Sustained means.
Sustained means you're right, shut up, move on. Overruled means you can ask the question again. You want to test me some more, girl?
I just know what to say.
I've watched Judge Judy.
Hey, man, you can tell by his hair.
Can you explain to me again what happened?
Yeah. Aunt Kathleen took me from my house across the street and made me eat cookies with milk.
What kind of cookies were they?
5.
I asked what kind of cookies were they?
Oreo.
Oreo cookies. Okay. No further questions.
Okay, I'm dead.
Miss Flores,
What
No
else?
further questions.
you may step.
Hit him with that hammer.
You may step down. Next witness, Miss Flores.
The stage would like to call Thomas Comer forward to the stand, please.
Oh.
I'd like the record to show that Jimmy's on notorious liars.
What?
Thomas Jr. solemnly swear to say the truth, the whole truth, and
I'll
nothing
take
but
that
the
to
truth.
the Bible.
Second. Sit.
We're on the second Bible.
If I'm going to ask for read all
This
of
is your
them,
right hand,
yeah.
Mareya.
Yeah.
Thomas, would you explain to the court how you got those cookie crumbs around your mouth?
Well, I was eating ice cream in the bamboo with Mateo, but all of a sudden, I heard some rustling in the bamboo, and then I looked where Mateo was, and he was gone. But then, all of a sudden, I heard rustling again, and then Aunt Kathleen pulled me out of the bamboo, forced me into her house, and made me eat her Oreo cookies.
And these are the cookies that were meant for the starving children in other third world countries.
Objection, Your Honor, leading the witness.
Nice.
That's not an answer.
They're the ones that were in that cookie jar that she made Mateo eat a quarter of them, and then she brought them into her house and made me eat them.
Thank you.
And then me.
Miss McElwain, would you like?
Hey, they're sisters.
Conflict of interest. I will prosecute.
Stab you in the eye.
Look at that boy looking at you, Josh.
Thomas, what were you doing in the bamboo?
Me and Mateo are
Objection. What difference does that have to do with the case?
I'm trying to set the scene up for the jury. What were you doing in the bamboo?
Well, me and Mateo were trying to break the bamboo so we could get our own bamboo stack to play with.
And what time of day was this?
I mean, just yesterday.
But about what time do you think?
About 7:30 in the morning. Right,
7:30.
Mateo?
7:30 in the morning. And what time did your aunt Kathleen come and force you out of the bamboo?
7:45 or something?
So you were in the bamboo about 15 minutes before she forced you out. What happened after she forced you out of the bamboo?
Well, I wiggled and squirmed as much as I could, but I couldn't get out so she had both of my hands.
And what happened after that?
She opened up her door with her keys, and she pushed me into her room and made me eat cookies.
No. And was Mateo with you at this time?
No, he had already gone back home crying.
So Mateo was not forced into into the car with you?
Because we were right over into the bamboo, and I don't know where she lived, but I think it was down a block or so.
No further questions, Your Honor.
She's guilty!
Miss Flores,
Guilty!
No further questions.
the witnesses will shut up.
Okay, your honorable daddy,
Miss Flores, next witness.
Today we'd like to call Tori Flores.
They just came from a bomb, Dad.
Wait, I gotta say this solemnly swear.
Yeah, every time.
Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, and the whole truth? Swear on this kind of Bible. Say it.
Yeah.
Miss Flores, you look very pretty today. Would you please explain to the court how you got the cookies? And your bamboo playing with Ellie? And then what happened? Ellie went home.
Witnesses down in front.
Eat the cookies.
Camera can't eat.
Were there any cookies out of that cookie jar? How many cookies did you eat? 3 cookies. No further questions, Your Honor.
Ms. McElwain, would you like to cross-examine the
Yes, Your Honor.
witness?
Yes, she was.
Take the face and turn it on.
Why is the typer singing? Who were you with in the bamboo?
Any other
Do you
bitch?
know what time? You know what time you were in the bamboo? At midnight. And then what happened?
Sit down, guys. Sit down.
At 1 in the morning? Aunt Kathleen came. That's what bamboo. Why were you in the bamboo at 1 in the morning? Wait, how did you come in the morning?
She was playing with Ellie.
It's pretty dark at 1 in the morning, isn't it? So how are you playing the bamboo? Is it lit? You have a flashlight. And how did she force you to eat the cookies? She took you to her house and put you in her room? And then what happened after she forced you to eat cookies?
This looks like a dough. I'm hiding the eyeball.
So Elicea is not with you? No further questions.
Okay, she's guilty. No further questions, Your Honor.
You may step down. Ms. Flores, next witness.
I now call Elicea Flores to the stand.
Are any of these related to you, Ms. Flores?
That's number one.
Would that be ethical?
That's right.
That's true.
Solemnly swear to say the truth, nothing but the
She's
truth,
lying.
and the whole truth.
Have a seat.
I think they are how I
Swear on this sacrifice. Say I do.
Yeah, she's our aunt.
Objections, say I do swear. Say yes. Okay, swear on the sacrifice.
Ms. Flores,
Berto,
Sorry.
Berto, move the stack of Bibles over. We can't see her.
How did you get the cookies?
Eric, you're too tall.
Kathleen made you? Kathleen took you to her house. And
Rapist.
where were you at when Kathleen took you? You guys can see that. In the van
Objection, Your Honor, leading the witness.
I'll allow it. She's a little hard to understand.
How many cookies did you eat? 4. Thank you.
No longer
Ms.
question.
McElwain, would you like to cross-examine this
Yes, Your
witness
Honor.
also?
No.
Who was with you in the bamboo? Your mom was with you in the bamboo. Was anybody else with you in the bamboo? No, just you. And what kind of cookies were there? Chocolate chip cookies? No further.
Kiss your teeth.
Ms. Flores?
Hey, Mandy.
Yes, I'd like to
After,
correct.
but they told her to lie.
Elicea, are you sure they were chocolate chip cookies or were they perhaps Oreo cookies?
Objection, Your Honor, leading the witness.
Sorry, let me rephrase that.
Good job.
Your Honor.
Who gave you the cookies? Kathleen, do you see her here today? Would you like to stand up and point at her? Stand up and point at who gave you the cookies.
What that mean?
Stand up here,
Hey, you're supposed to be topping this up. He's not doing his job.
Sit down, Kyle.
Point at the person that gave you the cookies. And what's her name? Kathleen.
You're
All
guilty.
right, you may step down, Ms. Flores. You may have a seat, Ms. Flores.
Are you interested?
No.
Any other witnesses?
Can
Have a seat, witnesses!
Mareya, stand.
How many more witnesses we got? Joe just got an appointment.
This is the last one.
No, we got 2 more.
Who's the other one?
We got the detective and the expert. The expert.
Victim.
No, Kathleen's not my witness. And the victim.
No, because it has to be a witness.
No, Kathleen.
I think they go into your head.
Yeah, but it's Mandy will call her. Oh, yeah.
That's fine.
Probably swear, tell the truth, nothing but the truth, and the whole truth.
The cookie jar.
Sit down, Tori.
Mareya?
Sit down. Witnesses, sit down.
Sit down, Mateo. Just take a seat by Eric.
Did you have cookies out of that cookie jar? Yes? What kind of cookies were they? There's no further questions.
Did she say cherry?
Yeah.
Would you like to cross-examine Ms. McElwain?
Actually, no.
You may step down, Miss Blue. Yeah, was I don't know what your last name is.
She's right.
Miss Blue, did someone tell you what to say in court today?
Mateo, be quiet.
I believe you just stated Aunt Sherry may have told you. What did Aunt Sherry tell you to say? What did Aunt Sherry tell you to say? Can you elaborate, please?
She pleads the fifth.
Yeah, for perjury, I guess.
Yeah, see?
Fine.
Question the judge again. You may step down, Miss Blue, or have a seat. You look very pretty today. You're welcome.
Step down, honey. You gotta get down.
Come on, sit down. Ms. Flores, next witness.
I'd like to call Detective Jackson.
Mom, I can't go out there yet.
Wait, well, hi, Detective Jackson.
Kevin Jackson's very unorganized.
Roberto swearing in.
You gotta swear them all in, bailiff.
Do you, Detective Jackson, promise to swear to say the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Of course.
Kyle, sit down.
Miss Boyce?
Detective Jackson, would you please explain to us how you came about Kathleen McAway stealing the cookies from the cookie jar?
Well, it's about Tuesday night, what, 7:30 in the morning, I believe. And got a call from a young Mateo on the phone. And he clearly stated, help, somebody's giving us too many cookies. You can see this.
Would you like to enter this into our evidence as you see today?
I have. We can do something. I have.
Your Honor, I have a copy of this exhibit. I believe that the evidence has already been entered into court, and you and the defense attorney should both have copies of that in your files if you haven't done your work properly.
He took my file.
And replace them with drumsticks.
Anyway.
Continue, please.
Thank you.
Shut up.
Well, anyway, as I was on the phone with Mr. Flores, he continued to say, help, she's feeding us all cookies, which is a really strange call. We don't get many of these. But, so I sent an officer out to handle the situation. I later arrived. Miss McAway was belligerent. It was outrageous. She kept stating, I did it all for the nookie. You take that cookie and
She does seem to type.
Did she use OMG?
Were you able to obtain the evidence?
oh, yes. It was a cookie jar. Dusted it, got some tomato breads, really ugly.
And all the warrants and evidence?
Actually, we didn't have a warrant. We just kind of did it. No? Yes, we had warrants. 5 different judges.
What was your comment?
Well, crumbs around the mouth, eye, the nostril area. Really messy eater, I'm guessing. Crumbs coming out the pocket, you know. When you reach out, crumbs, streak of crumbs. It was crazy. It had to be Oreos. The cream stuff, everywhere.
Miss McAway,
Whoa!
would you like to cross-examine this highly respected witness?
Yes, sir.
You look at full cups, that's
Can you walk me through one more time how you came across my client?
Yes, let me just get to it. Anyway, as I said 5 minutes ago, it was 7:30 in the morning. I got a call from Mr. Flores saying, help, she's feeding us cookies.
Was there anybody else when you
Anybody,
arrived on
when
the
I
scene?
arrived, no, they all fled.
There was nobody on the scene when you arrived?
No, everybody else. Mr. Flores, yes, he was there.
Just Mr. Flores
And Kathleen.
and my client, Ms. McAway.
Yes.
And what happened upon arriving at the scene?
Like I said, Kathleen was very belligerent. She tried to give me the number numerous
Are my
times.
pants stuck in this chair? Are they what?
Stuck?
I think my pants are stuck in this chair.
Cookie was all everywhere. Cookie was a cookie master. Cookie. Not much I can say. You know, she did.
Did you obtain any other evidence other than the cookie cup?
Her statement. I have pictures.
Fingerprints.
I have a DVD of
Eric.
To Ms. McAway, you said she made an incriminating statement.
Yes, she did.
And Did you say anything to her before she made this incriminating statement?
I may or may not have said that one guy that sings that song. Don't think I did that.
The what?
Detective, I'm not sure I understand you. Your Honor.
Lip biscuit.
Are you telling me that you said lip biscuit to the client?
Yes, I was making breakfast and my wife does not know how to make
You were making breakfast at the scene, detective?
Okay, like other humans.
Did you eat breakfast?
I eat breakfast in the morning at my home. My wife cooks it. Prior to
Detective, I do not care about your breakfast. Can you please explain to me how you arrived at the scene?
Just ask about the breakfast.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection. Argumentative.
Order in the court. Sustained. Proceed with another line of questioning that does not infuriate the judge.
It's what you say to Miss Kathleen to come by me.
What had happened.
You asked what happened, and then got her statement.
Yes.
And that's the statement we used in the probable cause application. And that's what's presented today. I move to strike this statement non-true.
I'm walking around.
Hey, that's my line.
Client was not properly Mirandized, therefore,
You didn't ask
the
if I
U.S.
did or not.
Constitution.
Excuse me, Your Honor. You was not asked if the client.
Detective has stated that he simply got her statement after asking what's going on. He never said he was Mirandized. He did not have a signed Mirandized copy.
I'm going to have to agree with
Client
Ms.
did not waive.
McElwain. Hey!
Confession should be.
When I speak, y'all shut up. That's how we do it here in Mulberry.
Order in the court!
It's stricken. She's right. She's got a point. She's ginger, but she's right.
Thank you, Your Honor. No further questions.
For the record, you was.
Ms. Flores.
You said what?
I would like to redirect.
All right. By all means.
Detective Jackson, was the client Mirandized, the defendant Mirandized?
Your Honor, asked and answered. Issue has already been handled.
I do not believe that it was asked if she was Mirandized.
No. She asked me, what did I say when I just arrived?
Your Honor, this matter has already been under advisement.
Your Honor, if
has
you
already
did
made
not
a judgment.
Mirandize her, question the arguments and the question.
All right. I've already stricken the stuff. It's done.
The
Sit down.
confession's been stricken, but was she
down.
Mirandized?
Next witness, Ms. Flores. Boy, contempt, 6 months. Hard broccoli.
Your Honor, I would like to call my expert witness, Mr. Teddie.
Hot dogs is 10 months.
Where's everybody getting all these glasses from?
They're courtroom glasses. You're wearing them.
I
There's our two.
Do you, Teddie Blue, swallowly say, swear? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Swear on the stack of Bibles.
Well, I believe it's a little unorthodox. I am a Scientologist. I'm an expert scientist.
Did
But
you say it's from
I guess it means nothing to me, so yes.
Mr. Blue, did you have a chance to examine the evidence against Mrs. Kathleen?
Yes. I mean, before I even get to my expert opinion, I've been around this. She just looks like she likes cookies from the start off. But anyways, I will be quite frank. There was quite some compelling evidence in this case. I did some saliva swabs, just like if you were doing a culture for strep throat, sort of like that. And I also tested the cookie jar for fingerprints. So they both came back positive. The fingerprints on the jar were that of 3 different people. The people on the cookie jar's fingerprints would be Alexis Banks, Jessica Banks, and Kathleen McElwain. Predominantly over the cookie jar, there were more fingerprints from Mrs. Kathleen McElwain, and they seemed to be more freshly printed on the thing. I got a full print, no partials. There were more partials from Mrs. Alexis. And I only knew Jessica touched it previously to that because there was she has a tail in her pinky finger. That's the only print I got from her. It's distinct. There's a scar in line.
And nowhere in the cookie jar did you find fingerprints of any of the witnesses?
No, I did not find any fingerprints from any other witnesses. I did, however, find saliva on the wrapper of the cookie jar that also was a DNA imprint of Mrs. McElwain.
Thank you. Your witness?
Miss McElwain, would you like to cross-examine?
Yes.
That's mine.
Mr. Blue, can you explain the procedure of how you go about taking fingerprints?
Well, yes, I can explain that. It's just very easy to think of. Well, there's many different ways to take fingerprints.
I don't want to know the many ways.
Okay.
I want to know the way you took fingerprints on this paper.
All right. Well, I mean, it's a little packet that we have. It's much like Scotch tape. We simply we can put it right over a greasy fingerprint. It'll lift it right up, and then we can put it on a piece of paper, turn up the caption on it, and boom! You get it'll
How do you analyze these fingerprints?
Well, I mean, it's really simple. Back in the old days, we put a card up to it and tell it's an arch and match it to the person right there on the spot. But we put her fingers were processed by Detective Jackson when she was brought in. And when her fingerprints were processed and we gathered the evidence from the cookie jar, they were a perfect match in our database.
And when you use this kit, where does this kit come from?
A sterilized place, my lab, hello?
You make the kits?
No, we don't make the kits. Another laboratory makes the kits, and they bring them to our lab to use them.
Have you ever had kits fail?
Well, science does not fail. It's the people using the science, or it's not telling a complete story. My science only tells a fraction of the story.
Has the kit ever failed? Yes or no? Answer only, please.
I can't answer that. A kid can fail from negligence. Yes, it can from negligence. But I am not negligent. I am a professional. I don't make mistakes.
You are a professional? Where did you go to school? How are you certified?
I went to Berkeley University. Thank you. Thank you very much.
How long have you been doing this job?
I've been doing
Objection, I think that this
is all relevant.
He's an expert witness that's already been established.
I will say this.
Kumo Joyner.
It's an expert witness that's already been established and has already been accepted by the court.
Ma'am, may I have a moment to speak as an expert in general, like without a question?
No, you don't.
State my behalf on this. Science tells a story, but it's your job and the detective's job to read how that story is being completely interpreted. I can say, not without a shadow of a doubt, that Mrs. McElwain was the culprit to eat the cookies or to distribute the cookies. The only thing I can say is saliva is on the jar for Mrs. McElwain and fingerprints are on the jar.
Mr. Blue, can you explain how this saliva is analyzed?
How was saliva analyzed?
How was her saliva analyzed? Can you explain the process of collecting the saliva and analyzing it?
Well, yes, that's very easy. Well, we got our detectives when they were questioning the defendant in an interrogation room. They asked her if she would submit to a DNA test. She fully complied. They took a swab.
Mr. Blue, before we go any further, I would like to point out that we have already established that my client was not properly Mirandized. Therefore, any evidence taken from her body should be stricken.
God point out that she's not properly Mirandized.
Your Honor, you have already ruled that she was not properly.
Confession, but it was not determined whether she was properly Mirandized or not. You would not allow the witness to answer the question.
On my paper it said she was Mirandized. I would have never took the test.
Therefore, the expert witness was operating on the fact in the belief that the defendant was properly Mirandized.
You know what? No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you, Jesus.
No further questions.
May I go?
Yeah, by all means. You're welcome.
Just let me work together.
Any other witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh.
I would like to call the person that was mostly traumatized by this tragic event.
Me?
How much?
The no-armed woman who had fingerprints on the cookie jar?
I said they were previous and old.
And partial.
You Alexis Banks.
Whoa.
Solemnly swear to say the truth, nothing but the truth. Swear to stack of Bible.
We did that this morning.
Alexis, I know it's hard to talk about this subject. And I know it's hard to deal with the pain that Mrs. McElwain has caused you. But please try to explain to us in the best way possible what happened to you on the day that Kathleen McElwain stole cookies.
On Monday, my sister and Kathleen were all sitting down talking about how we're excited to give these homeless children these cookies. And then Tuesday, when I got back for the cookies, I found them all gone. And then I went to look for Kathleen, and I couldn't find her. And I went into her room and I saw all of the cookie crumbs all over the floor.
And then, Miss Banks, how were you able to deal with the pain of not being able to send these cookies to the hungry children?
It felt horrible. I spent the whole night crying. I didn't know what to do.
And did you have a chance to confront Miss McElwain over the cookies?
No, I did not. She fled.
She fled from the scene. Thank you, Miss Banks. No further questions, Your Honor.
Miss McElwain, cross-examination, I'm assuming.
Thanks. About what time did you find the extra cookie jar? 9 a.m. on Tuesday. And describe the scene. I walked in. Well, first I walked in. You want to go? You ain't good? So I was looking for Kathleen. And I went into her room. And there was a whole bunch of crumbs on the floor.
Was there anybody else
With you at the time?
No.
Nobody else saw the empty cookie jar but you? No further questions.
Prosecution rest.
Sweet. Defendant?
The defense calls
Defense?
Kathleen McElwain to the stand.
Miss McElwain. Here, look this one right here.
So this is
You, Miss McElwain, solemnly swear to say the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I swear. Mr. McElwain, tell me what you were doing on Tuesday, the night of the crime. The day of the crime? Yes.
Well, I just got done eating breakfast with my dad. And
No hot Cheetos for you.
I went over to Lexi's house to talk to her about her little thing that she was putting together. So I wanted to help out.
And what did she tell you?
What did she tell me? She told me that I would have to come back another day because she was very busy.
Kyle, sit down.
Have you and Lexi ever had fights in the past?
Yes.
And do you have any reason to believe that Lexi would have something out for you?
Yes.
And why would that be?
Because I was talking to her boyfriend on the phone the other day. You have a boyfriend!
No further
Would you like to cross-examine?
Yes, I would.
Awesome.
Miss McElwain, you stated that you were talking to Miss Banks' boyfriend on the phone.
Yes.
So wouldn't it follow suit that you would then eat Miss Banks' cookies since you seem to have it out to get her?
No, because I was talking to her boyfriend about a surprise for her.
Please answer the question, yes or no.
No.
You also stated that you and Miss Banks had gotten into it past.
Yes.
And what was that? Clothing. So it seems that you have a habit of trying to sabotage and disrespect Miss Banks.
Shake things from Miss Banks? No, actually, I let her borrow something like
Question,
clothes.
yes or no, Miss McElwain?
I didn't know it was a yes or no question.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you expect to believe that this handful of witnesses all lied? Every
Yes.
one of them? Against one person?
Yes, because their stories don't match up.
Maybe she was trying to.
Excuse me. Questions are yes or no answers that have not been established.
Objection, badgering the witness.
It's the same.
Did they not all say that they were in the bedroom?
No. Objection, this is out of the scope of direct.
I'm sorry, what was the
No,
question? I
it's
wasn't
not.
paying attention.
This was not covered on the scope of direct. She can't ask about it on cross.
Prosecuting and defense attorney, please come
Approach the bench. You gotta go wrap this up.
You all are using a lot of big terms and I have no idea what you're talking about.
Prosecution is limited to questions on the scope of direct and covered in direct. I did not go without outside. Excuse me.
You guys have to dumb this down. Alright, this is like a Sunday part-time job.
She can't ask about stuff I didn't ask about.
You asked about that.
I did not ask her about if she was going through. I asked about where she was on that day and what happened. She has to say within the scope of direct.
Don't ask about bamboo or...
But they were all in the bamboo.
Mandy.
Sit down, you.
Mandy. You've never gotten a traffic ticket? You've never gotten a jail ticket? Have you ever sped?
Yes. Objection, Your Honor, relevance.
Excuse me, Your Honor, I'm trying to establish Ms. McElwain as a truth teller or an untruth.
So you're trying to impeach my witness?
No.
She's a ginger.
No, that's what that means.
The
You're trying-
character.
She is a
I'm gonna allow it.
You're trying to impeach
The
her.
character of the witness.
Overruled.
So you just stated that no, you've never committed a crime.
I'm
You
not
have gotten
here.
seatbelt tickets.
I'm the cookie yard.
The seatbelt.
I am
Oh, you
the
can't.
I
did.
I did.
It doesn't count.
Miss McElwain, please answer only yes or no.
Yes or no?
Okay, I have a question.
No.
What's this?
Why probably not answer yes or no?
Your Honor, I think that we can see the character of the witness.
I'm sorry, please.
Objection, your narrative.
I have no further questions.
Wait.
Okay.
She's cookie.
Would you like to redirect or...
I
Okay.
No
down.
regret.
Okay.
don't care about
Now you got the
Next witness.
No more witnesses, the defense reps.
Sweetie.
Closing statement.
Alright.
Prosecution.
Miss Flores, would you like a closing statement?
He's eating the cookies.
This is really good.
No,
Pay attention. You're fired.
You're fine.
Show that we had a whole bunch of witnesses and testified in fact that Miss McElwain forced them to eat cookies. Not only did she take them out of the bamboo, she forced them into her house, which could actually be a charge of kidnapping. Forced them into her house and into her bedroom and forced them to eat cookies. With milk. And
I hate milk, period. Don't like
Miss McElwain,
No, she's not finished, are you? Go ahead.
she paused for a long time. So
Just get it.
You guys be quiet. It's done.
Stop throwing your hands.
Sit down, boys. Ladies and gentlemen
Sit.
of the jury.
Ethan, I'm the first.
Now You'll have to excuse me, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm nervous because I have the freedom of my client's hand, her freedom on my shoulders. Your job as the jury is to find, I know, but the camera's over here, beyond a reasonable doubt that my client committed this crime. The state has presented a shoddy investigation and unreliable witnesses. My client is not on this trial